a lot of men out there, I feel like, act like you're always asking for too much, which is crazy in my situation because I don't want to have kids, get married, live together, and I'm busy all the time. So I'm not a very needy person.
Yeah.
But it's like if you send a video, it's like you've, shown up at their mother's house and told them that you love them. I don't know why, but I feel like I've dated people who you make a gesture to and you feel like, did I go too far? Did I ask for too much? Did I?
And you never want to second guess that.
And you're like, I don't want anything. How could that be too much?
Give me a nice kiss.
Why is this going into mental gymnastics? Why can't you just respond? Or I've been ghosted.
Do you have people DM you a lot?
I never check my DMs. So I don't know, but someone is checking them.
And if someone good came through, I'm sure they'd let you know.
I think they would let me know. So I guess the answer is no. Nobody interesting DMs me, but I don't know what I would consider interesting. Again, someone with a job would be a great start.
Would you date somebody that's in the same industry as you, or you want someone out of it?
I wouldn't want to judge them for it because I wouldn't want to be judged myself.
Yeah. Right.
Like, in some ways, ideally not, because I don't want to have less of a private life.
Right.
Like, as much as I'm out there, my life is really quiet socially. So I'm sort of left alone. The idea of someone coming in and making it feel more interesting to other people,
like if you started
scares
dating
the shit out
Pete
of me.
Davidson, it would be
he doesn't
everywhere.
want anything to do with me. He likes young and hot, so that's not it at all.
Well,
we're at very different ages. We're at very different places in our
dated
life.
Kate Beckinsale,
Right.
Kim
true.
Kardashian.
You were
Yeah,
beautiful.
you know what?
He's dating a lot of moms lately.
Yeah, you're right. A
They
lot
all
of
have
moms.
children.
The hell?
You were beautiful and have kids. I think you fit the
Don't
criteria.
count yourself out.
No, on second thought, that does seem nerve-wracking to me because I am such a slow burn now that I think I would need a lot of time to figure out if this was actually functional and working before I'd want to introduce you to the kids or before I would want to publicly decree. And if you date someone in the public eye, you
Right
don't
away.
have that luxury.
Yeah.
And
He's your boyfriend as soon as you're spotted out together.
also I'm we have barely known each other and now everybody assumes we've slept together.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
freaks me out now as a mom. I'm I don't want that narrative out there because I'm really, like I said, a slow burn and take my time. I mean, I go on a couple dates a year. I'm such a slow burn. So that does scare me. Whereas I didn't think about that at all when I was young. Who cares? Didn't think at all about it. However, I could never disqualify somebody because of their occupation, because if anybody did that to me, I would be so bummed to be judged on my lifestyle. And it's happened to me.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of people say, I just can't handle your life. And it's soul crushing.
Yeah.
It is so hard to hear that.
Because it's your dream. You're living your passion and your
and
dream.
you know
and
what you're stepping into, but you got a taste and it's not for you. And fuck me. Now I feel horrible about my existence because it's just too much for you. So I think I would be really sensitive at trying to make someone else feel that way. However, it does make me nervous.
Yeah.
I don't want to put gasoline on a fire.
Definitely.
But who knows? I don't know what's happening in life and in the world. I've been going on some dates with someone. That's been fun.
What does a date look like to you?
I was going to say, is it New York City? Are we New York City dating?
He doesn't live in New York.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Yes. Yes. Well, you're so busy.
I think long distance is awesome.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
So that doesn't bother me.
Yep.
And I think it's who are you? What are your criteria? What are you looking for? So the whole dating conversation is so much more. I spent my whole life thinking about what it is they want. And now I'm so interested in us being in touch with what we want, which isn't I don't mean it selfishly at all. Yeah. I'm the least selfish person. I'm a people-pleasing doormat. No selfish bone in my body. Yeah. But I didn't ask myself these questions. Yeah. How does this person make you feel? And those fuck those butterflies. They are so toxic and awful. And the like drama and the like spun out, I don't want any of that. None of that is worth it to me. But when I was younger, that was like my jam.
Yeah.
You know, you're not calling me, or, oh God, we stay up all night fighting. Like, that's so hot. You know, all of this shit I wouldn't want to deal with.
And then you realize
now.
you're like, no, that's just not it.
But it's fun. And I think you just want and need different things at different points in your life. And everyone is so different. So try and figure out in a tailoring kind of way, not in a selfish way. What is it that you want and need? Because if there are things that you don't want and need, be able to identify that that person is providing that behavior and don't do it.
Yeah. I saw something that was like, stop asking yourself if he likes you. Do you even like him? Because I feel like people get caught up all the time. Like, does he even like me? And it's like, well, do you even like him? Have you thought anything about him? Like,
100%. I think social media has great relationship, soulful advice that keeps the arrow constantly pointing back at you. Like, you are the only thing you can control. You are, you know, even if someone breaks your fucking heart open, guess what? You're left with the aftermath. You allowed it to happen. You welcomed it in. It's already been done. Now what? Everything, again, about behavior and reactions. But I don't think that anyone should be afraid of risking their heart being broken. Like, live. That's a part of life. It's awesome. And whatever road of recovery you find will pay off in dividends later. It's all hunting and gathering and butterfly net and life. And I mean, definitely live. Don't let fear stop you. And then if you're really wanting to go out there and live and try all these different things, figure out how to handle it if it goes a certain way.